from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
And we came back just in time to see a zip pass from Luke Hill out to, I think that's Rupert out there for about a 9, maybe a 10-yard gain. The officials are deciding whether they want to measure, give him the first down. Little discussion going on right there. Bucks are trailing by 23 as the chain gang is going to come onto the field and measure that us out. While we do that, we'll just give a quick shout out to our sponsors here tonight. Up North Specialty Meats, Powell's Grocery, Pizza Plus, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Fox Motors of Cadillac, the Walkley Agency, Lake City Materials, Napa with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, Cadillac Tire, and also certainly tonight Wolverine Power Cooperative, Great Lakes Energy, and Munson Health Care Cadillac Rehab Services. Big thank you to all those sponsors. We appreciate all you've done to help us bring a bunch of high school football to you this season. All right, so it is a first down for the Bucks. Lewis goes in motion, fakes the handoff to Hill, fakes the handoff to him, heads straight forward. Behind the Buck center, Trenton Holmes gets maybe 4 or 5 yards.
Malachi Holmes behind Trenton Holmes.
Was that Malachi?
Yep. Malachi is lined up behind Luke Hill.
Gets it again.
That time they went a little tempo on him, lined up quick. Tried to get a
quick snap in there, yep.
Catch the Coyotes off guard. Got a couple yards. Makes it third and manageable. This is the best third down situation the Bucks have had, I think. Also going tempo again. Well, we got some pulling this way.
Straight run by Malachi. Does a nice job skipping outside. I think he's going to be a couple of yards short.
I think Coach Martin will go for it.
Reed City
here.
Bench. What's that?
I said I'm guessing Coach Martin's going to go for it here.
Yep. Yeah, you're down by a pile.
Yep.
You know, last game of the year. May as well give it a shot.
He likes to go for it anyway. But that was an interesting play because the Bucks pulled 2 guys this way, but Malachi kept the ball off to the right. So I don't know if that was what they call like an influence block or the ball went the wrong way or the line went the wrong way. I'm not sure.
So it's 4th and 3 for the Bucks here early in the second quarter. Luke Hill takes that snap, specs back. He's looking for Rupert. Nope, that's Parks with a great catch. Did we get a replay of that? Oh, it's ruled incomplete. Let's hold that then. It was a great effort. I tell you what, Andrew Park did just about everything he could except bring that down.
Must have rolled off to his left side because from this angle it sure looked like he caught it, but we were also a little bit obscured by the defender.
Yep.
It was a nice throw, too. That was about the only spot you could throw that, and he went up for it.
Good play call.
Yep.
All right, so Reed City will take over. So far it's been the Mr. Jones TD-a-thon as he's scored 3 TDs for for Reed City.
Yeah, we're seeing Reed City pass.
Pretty good coverage right there by the Bucks. As Lane Rupert is able to defend that pretty well. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Coach Monty Price calling his first pass there. He tricked the camera operators, but surprisingly the Buck defenders didn't fall asleep, and they were in pretty good position.
So that nice view of the band there for a moment as they did one of their, I guess you call them cheers. Not sure what the official band term for that is. Between plays. 2nd down and 10 for Reed City. And we've got a handoff on a little bit of counter action. Nice tackle right in there. Arm tackle by number Shaw, 64 with that tackle. Is going to bring up 3rd and 8.5, 9 yards. So after you roll out of little Pop Warner stuff, putting the laces in and then going into the gym later in the year, Chad, what do you got going for your winter? For
Yeah, youth wrestling.
Youth wrestling too now.
Youth wrestling, yep. Yeah, my son tried them all, and he didn't really skate that well, and he's not very tall. Didn't love the round ball, so he likes wrestling, though. So
good for him.
If he's doing it, I happen to be coaching it. Oh, keeper here, Dan.
Nice first down gain right there by the quarterback number 1, Jackson Price. He gets about 25 yards as he's finally brought down by number 24 for the Bucks, Tanner Schimmel.
Yeah, the old QB keeper is hard to stop when you run a lot of plays to the inside like the Coyotes do.
Yep. They are in Buck territory again, about the 34-yard line. Price is about to take the snap. He hands that one off to Wergo. He's got 8, maybe 9 yards. I don't think that's Wergo,
That was Major, Brandon Major. Yep. Yeah, we used to see him Wergo carry a lot, but that was carried by Major. He's the one that's lined up in the other side of the tee, opposite Jones.
So they give him 9.5 on that. It'll be 2nd down and very short for Reed City. 8:13 to go. We're watching up here in the booth one of the Buck film crew having a bag of chips, not sharing with us.
They have snacks up here tonight.
We're just messing with them up here. Good guys. And there goes Wergo up the middle. He's going to score from about 25 yards away.
That's what happens if you fall asleep on the fullback trap. When it pops fast. It didn't give your defense much time to react. And
that'll bring the score to 36-7.
Now we're getting all kinds of snacks offered up
the
here.
Guilt trip is worse.
This looks like too healthy for me. You got anything with chocolate over there? Oh, brownies. I'll have to get some of that later. It's hard to trying to give me apples and healthy stuff. They should know me better than that.
So once again, Reed City scores. They're definitely showing off why they've had such a successful season here so far. Quarterback Price steps back. He looks. He throws. And that's a little too high. And that'll keep the score at 36-7.
Yeah, been nice to see these two teams play last year. When I saw Reed City came back on the schedule, I was thinking, ooh, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge since we graduated so many guys last year.
Yep.
And Reed City doesn't have many off years. I mean, it seems like they're winning 8 or 9 games in the regular season almost every year now.
They've had a pretty strong program for a handful of years down there. Do you know next year's schedule set? Are we are in Reed City?
We do have a 2-year deal with them.
So home and home.
Yeah, probably be a little more competitive game this year as the Bucks are young, but guys are out there giving their best. Reed City got a lot of speed. They don't make many mistakes, and they're definitely a little more experienced lineup. If we look down the line, you see quite a few seniors. Jones, though, just a junior. Their backfield actually, Wergo's a junior, Price is a junior, and Jones is a junior. But I think they have quite a few senior linemen, and that makes a big difference. Open up some of the holes.
They're pretty solid at the skill positions. Wergo gets ready to kick. Lewis is back this time deep for the Bucks. Let's see if they kick it to him. I'm guessing they will not, and they do not. Takes a bunch of big hops, finally gathered up by the Bucks. Taken outside to about the 26-yard line. Andrew Park with that return. Looks like that's the 35-yard line. Well, 36-7. Bucks are down 29. Look for them to just kind of work on their bread and butter kind of game. It's going to be a tough one for the Bucks to come back tonight. Try to avoid maybe a running clock too.
Yeah, hopefully see a few good plays here, make a few highlights regardless. The fake to Lewis there, and the QB keeper didn't get quite as much as it did earlier.
56, Austin Fowler, along with many others on that tackle. Maybe number 54, Schuin. 2nd and 11 for the Bucks.
I think Schuin wins the award for the best last name of the night.
Easiest to pronounce, that's for sure.
He's a
shoe
shoe
in.
Yeah.
That's right. So we want to let everybody know that for the Pine River fans, we have a 3-box set available of all 3 games that 26 Sports and CCT has covered. Certainly you're more than welcome to get all 16 games or 18 games that we've covered this year, excuse me. We also have some box sets for the Lake City fans, the McBain fans, the Manton fans. I'll get you that phone number and information in a minute. You can get that. A little bit underthrown right there.
That's Price with another interception.
Yep. Tough tackle right there. Trenton Holmes, number 54, I think that was in on that.
Yeah,
along with a few others.
I don't know if I'm Monty Price. I'm not sure how much longer I leave Jackson Price out, at least on defense. You know,
we do have a flag down on this.
Going into the playoffs, you don't want to see your quarterback get hurt.
No. So if you are interested in that, you can certainly call the station at 577-1844. You can do some searching on the internet here, and I'll give you that information here. Trying to find my light. You can go to cctv-cadillac.org, or you may check out mynews26.com to get that information.
I like that, the box set. It's like, you know, Led Zeppelin or something,
right.
You know, CCTV.
Yeah, they make a nice little Christmas present, you know, if you got a senior like the Carpers do, you know, something, a little memento he can share with his kids someday down the road. You know, just those kinds of things. Probably weren't available when Chad and I were playing.
Yeah, definitely not. I guess we got the smooth voice. That's more like Barry White or something, though, than Led Zeppelin. There he goes again.
There he goes again. Yep.
Phillip Jones.
Nice job by number 40, Sasha Huffman, not to quit on that play as Jones kind of ran around him with his speed. Sasha did eventually chase him down along with a few other Bucks.
Yeah, Sasha, he didn't quite get him at first, but that showed he has pretty good speed to even look like he could kind of keep up with him.
All our sports are produced with cooperation between the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, CCTV, and MyNews26. If you're interested in doing some of the behind-the-scenes things, the camera work in the truck, you can contact your local high school counselor. You can get a hold of the folks up at the Career Tech Center in Cadillac, and we can get you doing some of the stuff in the winter seasons.
Yeah, first time we've seen the toss, and he's got a lot of room.
He is going to score pretty easily. What do we got on that one? Probably 36-yard TV run.
Yeah, another one. Jones might not have been out in touch football. He's got that kind of speed if you give him a space.
With five and a half to go here, Reed City now up 42-7 as they've racked up 42-plus first-half points.
Well, got a penalty on the Bucks. I'm not sure threw somebody down or something. I don't know. You know, again, if I'm Coach Price, I'm not sure how much long. I mean, I don't want a guy to even, you know, trip on the turf monster, evidently like you did this week, and hurt yourself doing nothing. I mean, I know Price isn't quite, or I know that Jones isn't quite the athlete you are, Gus, but you know, could happen.
As I hurt myself this weekend walking in a field, I don't think Price is going to do that. So, there's a lot of kids on the Reed City sideline too that want to get some game action in there. You know, you got some younger kids coming up next year. It's a good part of the game to start to get some of them in. Reed City looks to go for 2 again here. We'll pass right there and 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's good. Devin Ludholtz.
So that 2-point conversion goes from Jackson Price to Ludholtz. Well, it's the second game that we've got to do here. You and I, Chad, and both have been pretty tough ones for the Bucks.
Yeah, they were came in as big time underdogs in both games. We're talking about Bucks. I think here are going to have probably a running clock, right? 35 plus 7, I think, is 42.
I'm assuming that's in
trying to remember
half,
running,
right?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
If it is in both halves or not. I just don't know that. (44-7) with 5:29 to go. That penalty will allow Reed City to be kicking off from the Pine River side of the field.
When in doubt, you just Google it.
Looks like Wergo going to kick off again here. Elijah Lewis standing on his goal line. Remember, everybody in high school football, the ball goes into the end zone. The play is dead. They kick it short. Away from Lewis one time again. Andrew Park brings it out to about maybe the 16-yard line.
I think the running clock actually is not a National Federation of High School rule. I think it's one of those, each sport has a few state rules. And I think that if what I'm reading is right, it's the second half.
Second half, yeah.
Beginning in the second half with a 35-point lead.
You get a running clock.
Yep.
Okay. So, Bucks find themselves deep in their own part of the field, trailing by a bundle here. Luke Hill fakes the snap, fakes the handoff to Elijah Lewis, runs up the middle. Several Coyote tacklers right there.
Yeah, hopefully the Bucks get a score here and keep the clock from running in the next half.
Yep. 2nd and 8 for the Bucks. So you can see number 79 out there for the Bucks. Let's mention a few of their linemen, or the Buck linemen here.
Yeah, that's Ethan Crisp. He's a big left tackle, only a junior.
58 is number...
That's Brian McCurry.
58 is number, Brian.
He's a junior. He's a 3-year varsity player.
Yeah.
Trenton Holmes is a center. He's a junior as well, 54.
64 on the other side, Josh Shaw.
He's a junior.
Guard on the right side of Buck offense. We'll have to get you that final tackle here in a minute. Luke Hill's got a little bit of running room right here. Closes pretty quickly.
That'd be Owen Gray, the lone senior on the offensive line.
54 right there. That's Sherwin. Or Schuin with that tackle. He's just a junior.
Some of the Bucks fans would be getting to know Owen Gray as an Eagle Scout. He actually, his service project, he built some picnic tables that some of the Buck fans are sitting on having a hot dog, and his brother just, as part of his project, near becoming an Eagle Scout, built some garbage can covers new this week. So big scouting family. His brother's name's Paul.
Good to see that, as Luke Hill's going to get a first down for the Bucks right there as they move out over the 30-yard line.
It was a nice job by Hill. He really was turning on the burners and running low to make sure he got that first down. Actually, last 2 carries you could see he's looked pretty resolute in his efforts to move the chains.
Pretty hard right there both times. And split to our side, just out of camera view is Lane Rupert. Split far to the other, far side is Lane Rupert. Split to our side is Andrew Park. Hill takes the snap. He steps back. He's looking to Park again, but he's gonna eat this one. It says 54, Schuin.
Yep, Stephen Schuin.
Sacks him for a big loss, about 10 yards.
Schuin's one of those guys, he just looks like a football player.
He's got a lot of size to him.
Yeah, he's actually, there's a couple, Stephen and for Reed City and Elijah Lewis for Pine River are on the Osceola Youth Advisory Council. And they do, the council does some grants for teachers and community service. Last year they did a project help do some landscaping at the Marion Library. Marion and Everett also has members. But Stephen, you look at him when he walks into a room and you just think, boy, I wish I had a frame like that. And he's just got a great personality too.
Second down and maybe 18 for the Bucks. Hill steps back. He's looking short this time to Lane Rupert. Looks like he's going to pick up about 5, maybe 7 on that play.
Oh. One of those people, old offensive linemen, I'm watching the line a little bit, and Josh Shaw had a nice trap block on Stephen Schuin, and a lot of times you don't see trap blocks on pass plays. It's another interesting play, but he did a nice job coming down there hard. Josh Shaw just started playing football a couple of years ago and was a starter all last year as a sophomore on the regional championship Bucks team, so it's had pretty impressive, short but impressive career.
Pitch right here to Lewis. He hesitates. Gets a little bit of room, but not much. Looks like number 4 out there. Phil Jones. 7 maybe. Schuin. Or forgetting my names here. Wergo. Does a nice job keeping contained. That's going to bring up 4th and long for the Bucks as we are just under 1 minute to go in the first half. Pine River Marching Band off to our left of the camera view here, heading over to get ready for their halftime show.
Yeah, Bucks are going to be forced to punt. They don't want to give Reed City the ball here because it's going to be a little bit too close for comfort. Key here is not to kick to
Wergo.
To either of them.
It's all of his foot there. That might
punt.
be one of the best high school punts I've seen this season, as that's going to roll down right around the 20-yard line. Big change of position right there with 27 seconds to go.
Yeah, netted about 50 yards there, Dan. That was quite the kick. I think the Reed City deep backs there were a little surprised too, as it went quite a ways over their head.
That's one of those kicks you kind of expect when you got a good solid wind behind you. And he was kicking into the wind on that one. 44-7, just moments away from halftime. We're going to let everybody know that at halftime tonight we'll be watching the Pine River High School Marching Band do their show. I know earlier this year, I'm escaping me all of a sudden what their show's about, what the music is. It's 80s music, isn't it?
Yeah, I heard 8675309 practicing.
Jenny, yep.
Yeah, so they were running the toss again. This time got a little bit of an angle on Jones.
He's brought down inside. There's a late flag on this with 17 seconds to play here. Let's see what the call is here. It was well behind the play.
Yeah, boy.
A little penalty against the Bucks here. We'll give Reed City another play. Not like one of those untimed downs that they had in the football game last night, or one of those crazy 10-second runoffs that hurt the Lions earlier this year. They don't have those rules in high school sports, thank goodness. Reed City calls a timeout. While they do that, why don't we give a quick shout out to our sponsors here again tonight. Thank you, certainly a big thank you to Lake City Materials, Napa with locations in Cadillac, Lake City and Big Rapids, Cadillac Tire. We have Wolverine Power Cooperative, Great Lakes Energy, and Munson Healthcare, Cadillac Rehab Center. We have the Walk-Lee Agency. Sponsoring us also tonight is Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus, and some up north specialty meats, Powell's Grocery down this way here at Pine River. In Tustin.
Well, the Coyotes are living up to their mascot. They're out for blood here up by 44-7. They're going to try to punch another one in with 17 seconds. If I had to guess, we're going to see Phillips Jones's hands on the ball, maybe a counter the other way, unless they're going to let Price throw one here. Bucks are playing up tight still.
It's just
a throw. They got him guy wide open.
That is incomplete with 11 seconds to go.
That was, I don't know, Connor Agan to that 28. Kind of hard to tell, but he was open. He didn't quite adjust to the ball. He fell out.
Looked like he kind of outran where he thought it was coming to. It was a little short of where he thought it was going to come down. So, second down and 10 with 11 seconds to go. Kind of a little surprised to see Reed City set that play up with the big lead that they do have.
Yeah, sometimes the coaches are thinking, they're going to work on their passing game or work on their, whatever, getting ready for the next week.
Or another play for next week's opponent to think about and work on as they just settled on a handoff right here and a run wide. And he's going to be brought down with 2.3 seconds to play until halftime. Phil Jones with another big run right there for Reed City. What is that, about 25-yard line right here? This probably will be the last play of the half unless there is a penalty on the defense.
Reed City still in the full tee with one split out.
Price takes the handoff, steps back. He's looking. He's got nowhere to go as the horn sounds, but play goes on. And he's brought down right in the middle of the field, and that'll end the first half. We're going to take a short break right now. And we'll be back with a little bit of the Pine River Marching Band here on 26 Sports and CCTV.